I'm Alex.
And I'm Caroline.
And welcome back to ATV News. Seniors, it's time for some spring cleaning. Check your lockers, closets underneath your beds, the trunks of your car for library items that you no longer need. Remember to return all district items to reconcile your accounts before graduating. Swing by the library if you have any questions.
If you're interested in participating in basketball next year, there will be an informational meeting for girls basketball on Wednesday, May 5th at lunch. Head to room 236 and see Mrs. H with any question.
On the topic of sports, did you know a student at Aragon beat the pole vaulting record?
Really? Wow, that's so impressive.
Yeah, let's take a closer look at Jared.
I've been pole vaulting since my freshman year in high school, so about 3.5 years now. I started pole vaulting because I've always been a big runner. I was kind of sick of it, to be honest, so I tried some of the field events, and pole vault was one of the main ones. Practices are really fun. Basically, we kind of start out with some technique to work on our form in the pole vault. Sometimes I do some sprinting drills just to increase my speed, strength training occasionally as well. I do a lot of different events. I always spread myself throughout the team. I practice a lot of different things, and a lot of people try to stick to the one event they like the best. I think the team, it's really big for one, but it's also a great community. All encourage each other and cheer each other up when we didn't have a good race. My coach, he's a really nice guy. He definitely is a good coach, and he encourages us to do our best. He always tries to make everyone feel special and make sure that they have what they need. I do a lot of sprint training on the off season as well, and I also do a lot of camps like the UC Berkeley camp, Stanford camp. I think that off season training really it gets me a jump start ahead of my competition, just because they don't have those resources that I do. Very grateful for that. You have to really work hard to be good at the sport. It's so many different techniques and stuff you have to combine into one vault, and it's definitely a really challenging. I'm committed to vault at UC Santa Barbara, so I'm definitely going to be doing it in college. We'll see how it goes if I go pro, but it's really competitive. I kind of like the aspect in pole vaulting how it's a PR, so it's you're trying to beat yourself. You're not trying to beat anybody else. Working hard to better yourself and improve yourself. I really like the idea of you break your own record and you get these higher heights that symbolize that you've worked hard for it. I mean, I broke the school record. I got 15.3 my first meet this year, and then the next meet I got 15.7.5. Right now I think I might be second in PALs overall, so I'm definitely going to try to beat the MA record right now.
Wow, that was really cool. In other news, the Silicon Valley Bicycle Coalition is seeking proposals for the Youth Leaders in Active Transportation Award. This is your chance to showcase your work for a sustainable future. Finalists will win a free ticket to the summit, a $100 stipend, and the title of 2024 SVBC's Youth Leaders in Active Transportation. For more information, contact Heather at bikesiliconvalley.org.
Hey, have you been keeping up with all the concerts that have been happening at Aragon this past month?
There have been concerts?
Yeah, every Friday this month or so. You haven't been to one?
No, I haven't.
Well, let's take a peek at last week's concert then.
On the 18th of April, Aragon's Wind Ensemble performed in the spring band concert after weeks of concentrated rehearsal. As a trumpet player in the ensemble, it's been an honor to work with my peers to create works of wonderful auditory art.
1, 2, ready.
Let's hear from some members of Wind Ensemble to learn about the rehearsal periods throughout the year.
I started playing bass clarinet the fall of 8th grade. I've been a part of quartets, an orchestra, jazz groups, wind ensemble.
I've been part of wind ensemble for 4 years. I play in the Peninsula Youth Orchestra, the CSM concert band, and also brass quintet. I continued here.
I've been doing PYO since 6th grade, and then I switched to California Youth Symphony. I'm also in College of San Mateo's symphonic band and the small ensembles class there.
I've been part of orchestras outside of school, such as PYO, the Peninsula Symphony Orchestra.
When you get to class, Gallagher talks for 15 minutes. A lot of rambling, but we love it,
We'll start with our warm-ups, then we'll go song by song. We can sometimes just play them straight through, and other times we'll really spend more time and really rehearse them over and over again, especially particular parts that we're having trouble with.
Playing French horn is very fun, but it can be complicated. But hearing that sound, it's a very classic sound.
I really like playing bass clarinet because it's a really deep instrument. We carry the undertones of the band, and even though we don't play the complicated rhythms or melodies, it's still a great experience to be able to carry the low tones of music we play.
With flute, it takes a lot of air. You need to build up your air support and things like that.
As a section leader, I organize sectionals with my section so we can practice the songs.
I'm responsible for knowing my part and making sure I have all my materials.
I'm supposed to be the example. There's like a rhythm they can understand or like a note they can't hit. I can help arrange who plays what.
I really like being in wind ensemble because it allows me to make music as really a collaborative thing and really get to work with everyone in the class to be a part of a bigger artistic effort.
Wind ensemble is fun because I get to play with people of high skill levels in one big band.
I think I also enjoy the experiences it gives me, like the concerts, but also the band trips, the band festivals.
It's such a great experience, and I've been able to meet so many new people.
With music in general, I like the community and the people that I meet there. I just feel like music people, they get it.
While Wind Ensemble has its typical routines during class periods, new routines were developed prior to the band concert in order to fully prepare.
For the concert, I've just been practicing a little bit at home on my own time, and I'm making sure I'm ready.
Taking notes in class whenever Mr. Gallagher makes a suggestion that applies to me, I'll write it down.
Practicing the solos, practicing the hard rhythms. I feel that I'm doing better in performing, especially when you're really exposed in front of people.
My most anticipated piece this year, I have the solo and river dance that I will play. I'm looking forward to that a lot.
My favorite piece in wind ensemble is Requiem for the Pequod by Jay Jordan. The Aragon Wind Ensemble is premiering the song for the first time. Mr. Gallagher had the composer come up and conduct for us. Playing in wind ensemble is very fun.
Join band if you can play an instrument, if you just like being around a community of like-minded individuals.
We all look forward to seeing what Aragon's Wind Ensemble will accomplish in the future. For ATV News, I'm DJ Jingizyan.
Whoa, I really missed out. Hey, there's a choir concert happening tonight. If you want to check that out, it'll be held in the theater at Aragon.
Also, don't forget to check out the farewell rally held at the North Gym. It's the last rally of the year, so come enjoy it today after 4th.
You know what I'm really excited for the rally?
What?
The dance department is going to present a sneak peek of their show.
Really?
Oh yeah, they've been preparing their show for quite a while. Let's take a peek at it.
I start telling those who are interested in choreographing at the beginning of the year to start thinking of ideas. And by late November, choreographers are required to show me their works in progress to present about 30 seconds to the class of what they've been working on. We start quite early, and then the second half of the year is dedicated to getting ready for the show.
As for commitment, I would say a lot of time commitment and also like mental commitment, if that makes sense. I think it takes a lot of time if you're learning the dances and if you're choreographing. It's a big commitment to be participating in the show.
Dance is just like that activity that requires both your mind and body to be working together. So it's really something that takes a lot of hard work and dedication.
Usually when I have the different levels, like last year I had beginner, intermediate, and advanced, the beginning level was only required to do 3 pieces, and then it went up from there. This year I have a mixed level class, so the commitment levels are kind of varies as well. But at the minimum, students are required to participate in 3 dances.
For songs, I had one song in mind the past 2 years. I really like this song called Finesse. And I heard this remix for it, so I just knew that I wanted to do that. But really what I think about is what can the audience relate to or what might be more popular. We also have another song, OMG, which is pretty new, it's pretty recent, by this group called New Jeans. That I'm also pretty excited for. I talked about it with my one friend who's also in the dance program, and we were going back and forth between multiple songs that might be good to use for a K-pop dance group. But we settled on OMG just because we knew that that was a popular song, and we knew that a lot of people would probably know it and it would be more fun to perform on stage.
I feel like students gravitate towards music that inspires them. I think also music that gives them a vision of what they want to put on stage. So we're going to have a variety of dance styles and themes going on stage.
This year we've included Poly Club and Breaking Club, so there's going to be breakdancing, a bunch of different clubs that are dancing along with dance team, and then within that there's also going to be jazz, contemporary, hip hop, kind of just a mix of all styles really.
So we usually advertise that we have all of them in it, as well as a dance class. We have a few posters that are being put up around the school. We have our own photo shoots that we will be posting on Instagram.
I encourage all of you to come out to the dance showcase and support Aragon dance and to consider taking dance also.
Whoa, I gotta keep an eye out for that show for sure.
On the note of keeping an eye out, make sure to keep an eye out for colored plastic eggs around school with letters inside of them, since there is an egg hunt happening on the week of May 2nd through the 8th. Return them to room 112 for a sweet treat.
And that's it for today, so make sure to stay classy, Dons!